Hey, it's those Utah sisters, and in this video, we are going to teach you how to play our Easter egg game. If you're looking for a game to play around Easter time that is just really easy and fun for the kids but requires little prep and not filling a million Easter eggs, here you go. So, first thing you need to do is download this PowerPoint template, right click, open link in tab. It's going to open you to this website. Just know you need to download this. You cannot make any edits when it opens up in like Google Slides or Microsoft Slides. So you'll click like File, create a copy, and download it. When it downloads as an actual PowerPoint, you'll be able to edit it. So that's what you're going to want to do is click File, create a copy, download it, and then you will be able to make edits to that. So you're going to download that PowerPoint. You're going to need lots of rewards. This is a very reward intensive game. You can decide what those rewards are. And then students will need a whiteboard or scratch papers in their groups. So hold on. It's not saying I downloaded it, even though I literally just had it open. Oh, there we go. Okay. When you get the PowerPoint, prior to playing, you're going to want to go through here and edit some stuff. So the first thing is we give you this instruction slide talking about changing the candy piece rewards. That's something you need to do very first. So when you click on the slides, I put these little candy pieces in as like placeholders, but you are probably going to want to delete those and replace them with your own candy pieces or whatever rewards you're giving. So if you're giving like an extra credit coupon, you might want to replace it with a picture of that. If you're giving out, a special sticker, you might want to replace it with that, etc. And then you also need to hide them. This is important. You must hide the pictures. To do this, you're going to select them, hold down shift, and you can select them all at the same time, obviously. And then right click and select send to back so that they're hidden. Because if they are not hidden, oh, it's not going to let me enable editing. Because if they're not hidden, then you can't, the game is essentially ruined. So you're going to click on it, click right here when you're done changing them and click send to back. Do that with all of them. And then the game is able to be played. So once the rewards are hidden, students are going to be grouped up in teams and they'll be able to play. Additionally, make sure you go through and enter all of your questions prior to playing. I have it made for 12 questions, but you can obviously add more if you would like to. I just have it set for 12 right now. But you'll want to go input 12 questions into your PowerPoint. Okay, back to the instructions. So before playing, do all of that. Then divide the class into teams. Teams of 2 or 3 is recommended, but you can play bigger if you wanted. Teams will work together to answer questions, and they must write down their answers so they can't cheat and listen to other teams. The game begins with you asking a question off of the PowerPoint. Each team will quickly try and determine the answer. When time is up, the teacher will walk around and check each group's. Then I just bring a little post-it note with me and I quickly write down the name of one person in all of the groups that got it correct. Then in a random order, you need to call on all of the groups that got it correct. So I'm reading my post-it note and I'll be like, Sarah, she might have been the third person I saw. Then that team gets to pick an egg. If they click on an egg and nothing is underneath it, they get no reward for that round. If they click on an egg and a reward is underneath it, they will each come up and immediately get their reward and then go sit back down. Then this goes through all of the teams until they all have picked an egg. Then you go on to the next slide and then it repeats itself again. So I'm going to kind of show you what that looks like when I go into maybe slideshow from beginning right here. So I'd have a question here, right? And then my first team would pick. Maybe they'd be like, I want the purple egg. I click on it, nothing. They get no prize. Maybe the next team's like, I want the stars. No prize. We want the green flowers. No prize. We want the teal polka dots. No prize. We want the blue one in the middle. No prize. We want the orange one. We want this one. Oh, finally that team would get a prize and they would come up immediately and get it and then go sit back down. But 5 teams have gotten no prize up until now. And you might go through all of the eggs if you have a lot of teams, that's fine. Or you might not. You might have some left like this, and that's totally fine. I would just click to the next question and do it again. But remember, you must go hide all of the eggs or the game is essentially ruined. So make sure you hide the treats before playing. You want to call groups in a random order. Don't always go in the same order because it is a disadvantage to pick an egg very first or very last. If you pick very first, you have a lower probability of picking one with a treat behind it or a prize behind it. If you go very last, you could also have given out all of the prizes and then that's sad for them. There are instructions on the PowerPoint template about how to change the rewards to whatever you choose. And then I gave a few examples on there. So there you go. It's just a really quick, easy Easter game that does not require stuffing a million eggs, but the kids still like it. So if you do give it a try in your classroom, be sure to tag us at those Utah Sisters.